The new Guild Wars 2 expansion has been so fun and an absolutely beautiful experience. But there is one question unanswered. How do you make gold in this expansion? Usually it's pretty obvious. You go to the hearts, you do something with the currency, or you make legendaries. But right now, it is pretty obvious that the Aqua Breather is gonna be bind on pickup, which means that you cannot sell it, and the weapon is a little bit bugged. We don't really know exactly where to get certain items from it, and it requires 55 amalgamated draconic lodestones to get the Gift of Insight, which is an insane amount of gold. This means that just this one part would cost you 1500 gold, almost 1600. This is an insane amount, as the rest of the legendary will probably cost you way more. But we can do something with this information. We can form a very specific content that drops this type of item, so you can sell it before it gets fixed, as it's most likely gonna be a bug. And there's no way that it will cost 55 dragon lodestones, right? Regardless, this will get you something to do if you want to farm gold, and if you don't, you can just keep playing the expansion. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning, and let's get into it. The first thing I want to say, guys, is maybe it's more important to have fun sometimes. Yes, making gold is important, and it's definitely something fun that you can do, but it's not the only important thing. Sometimes experiencing the new expansion at its entirety is more important. That being said, if you really want to go for this, there's a few things you can do, from very try hard to very just do the start a little bit and then keep playing the game. Also, if you want the achievement for this particular meta of not getting hit, getting into the pylon with a range spec that will do the same amount of damage that a normal spec will do, it's a pretty good strategy. Don't use the Sky Skill though, it doesn't do any damage and you're kinda leeching, so bring a range attack spec. The first thing you want to do is Dragonstorm every day. It's a little bit of a spoiler for Icebrute Saga, by the way, so if you haven't done it, maybe skip this one, but it's a very good event. It's very fast, and it gives you a lot of gold. Just passively, every time you do this, it'll give you a lot of things, some possibilities of infusion, but also it'll give you the possibility of a draconic lodestone, which is insanely good. You can just do this event every day after you're done with everything you have to do in the expansion that day, and just chill out a little bit. The other event I would recommend you doing is Drakkar. It's pretty easy and fast as well, and it gives you a lot of passive rewards like Ice Shards to get volatile magic that you can transform into tier 6s that you can use to make your legendary. But you can also get the chance of getting draconic lodestones, sometimes multiple of them, which is very cool. So doing this every day, not only is it fun, epic and cool, but also pretty profitable, and it gives you the chance of getting, well, a 30 gold item every time you do it. In order to do this event, go to the Guild Wars 2 event timer, and you can check in Icebrute Saga that tells you when it happens. It happens every 2 hours, and the public version of Dragonstorm happens before Drakkar. So ideally you want to do Dragonstorm and then Drakkar. You should be fine getting in there. Maybe a little bit late, but not too much. That being said, Dragonstorm can be done in private too. So what you can do is, for example, be in your meta train and maybe the commander, if you are the commander, or you can tell the commander, can we do Dragonstorm, and they can just open it for you and everybody can do it together. You only need 10 people to do this. Some people do this in Icebrute Saga 5 and then they do Dragonstorm, or do Dragonstorm and then do Icebrute Saga 5. So this is absolutely fine. Just go to strike missions and check for that, or make your own group and blast it there. There are other small ways of actually getting this item as well. You can see that the boxes from DRMs, right, from Tier Defense seals also get you a chance of doing it. So if you have indeed a lot of these seal vendors, it's a great idea to just come in here in Eye of the North and buying yourself one of these boxes. Right now, we don't know which one is more worth getting because the API is down, but you can go check on Fast which one it is. I'm pretty sure that the last one was the Squid Supply box. So yeah. And Dragonstorm will give you some of the defense seals anyways, so 2 for 1. You can also get the achievements that give you some draconic lodestones. For example, the Forger of Draconic Fire or Forger of Draconic Ice. They will ask you to get all the recipes for each of these Dragon Slayer weapons, which come from the same place. You can see it right here. Now, this will take you a lot of gold to make. They're very cool weapons, but it's a little bit of a pyramid scheme because you have to make the normal version, then the version after that with the original version, and so on to get to the fiery and icy ones, and these are pretty expensive. So if you're going for these weapons in the first place, yeah, you could do it, but I just wanted to mention it because I think it's kind of cool and nobody knows about these weapons, but they do indeed look pretty cool. Now there's another way of actually getting these lodestones, and this is by crafting them yourself. You can transform 10 lodestones of different kinds to make one amalgamated dragon lodestone. There's two versions of this. One that requires... I'm covering it. There we go. One that requires Destroyed Crystal, Corrupted, and Mortem. And the other one that needs Destroyed Crystal, Corrupted, and Pile of Picture Essence. They kind of represent each of the dragons, so that's kind of where it comes from. The recipes will be on the Discipline vendors anyways, and all of these vendors can do it. You just need 400 rating, or you can just do it in the Mystic Forge without having to do any type of crafting. And you can also do it in bulk by putting 250 of each of them and then put in the Mystic Forge and blast them together. But how do you get these items? Well, these items drop from particular minions that are associated with this dragon. So for Destroyer, you would need Primordial's minions. For Crystal, Calcatoric ones. And there's one place where this is the best place to actually farm this. And this is Dragon Sand, right here on the south. There are multiple events here that represent each of the dragons. You can just sit here, going from the Mortem's Blight to the Recent Havoc, sometimes do the events around here, right, as well. And just do the events and kill the enemies of the dragons, giving you these lodestones that you can transform into draconic lodestones. Now, this is a little bit of a boring one. I think the other things are way easier to do, specifically doing Drakkar and Dragonstorm. But if you really want to farm this, this is the way to do it. And there you go. Those are the ways of getting it. Now, the cool thing about this is that you're going to be making your fellow gamers a more easy path to make the new legendary, and every legendary for the matter, by farming this. So not only are you going to be making gold, but you're going to be driving the price of these lodestones down, which is great for everybody, as everybody wants to make this legendary, and it's kind of annoying to have to pay so much for the lodestones. So hopefully this will make some people more, interested in doing these events and drive this prices lower. Also, bonus farm. I know we didn't talk a lot about the expansion itself and how to make gold out of it, but oh, I just found one. This is perfect. Sometimes when you're going around, you're gonna see these little secret doors. These secret doors are super good for gold. I would not recommend you farming them, as they're kinda hard to find. But if you have the secrets on Earth, Wild Castora Magic, you can find them, click on them, just like this, shoot at these little thingies, and then you get a little chest. You open them, and it gives you 3 rare unidentified gear and 3 pieces of unidentified gear. This is very much a good amount of gold. It's like a gold plus. And apparently, eventually, they get better and better, giving you more of this and spawning more chests around you in the islands nearby. So I haven't really gotten there, but this could be a very good gold farm. So keep leveling that mastery, and if you find one of those doors, definitely go get it. But there you go. That's the entire video. I will be making a video as soon as I can when I know anything on how to make gold in this expansion. But until then, I guess you're gonna have to wait and subscribe to the channel. Go to my Twitch to watch me live to discover all these things together and do these events and meta events together to get a new legendary. And go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. See you guys around. Love you all. Ciao, ciao.